Aging isn't the enemy, stagnation is. That truth will either break you or completely rewrite the way you see yourself. Most people think age is what steals their strength, their energy, their drive, but it's not time that robs you. It's your response to time. You see, every single day your body listens to what you tell it through your actions. If you sit all day, if you move less, if you feed it comfort instead of challenge, it starts shutting down systems it no longer needs. Muscles fade, metabolism slows, and the light behind your eyes dims because your body assumes you've given up. You taught it to grow old. But here's what they never told you. Your body is built to adapt, not to decay. It's a survival machine. It doesn't age simply because of the number of candles on your cake. It ages because you stop giving it a reason not to. The moment you stop moving with purpose, your body believes its purpose is over. And that's when you start dying slowly, not physically at first, but mentally. You stop chasing the next goal. You stop pushing yourself to the edge. You start living small, thinking small, moving small. That's not aging. That's surrender. Science backs this up in ways that almost sound impossible. Research shows that consistent resistance training literally reverses biological aging markers. When you lift weights, your body floods with growth hormone and testosterone. Your mitochondria, those tiny energy factories inside your cells, multiply. Your bones strengthen, your heart beats harder, your blood moves faster. You aren't just maintaining yourself, you're regenerating. You're sending a signal to your cells saying, we're still in the fight. And your body listens, it rebuilds, it adapts. Think about that for a second. You're not getting old because time passed. You're getting old because you stopped demanding more from yourself. People say, I can't move like I used to. But the truth is, you can't move like you used to because you stopped moving like you used to. You lost the spark because you buried it under years of comfort. You don't lose strength with age. You lose strength with disuse. The difference between the man who feels 20 at 40 and the man who feels 60 at 40 is one word: effort. When you start pushing your limits again, something inside you changes, your posture straightens, your eyes get sharper, your body remembers what power feels like. Every rep, every sprint, every push-up is like whispering to your DNA, wake up, and your DNA does. Science calls it epigenetics, the way your lifestyle literally turns certain genes on or off. Movement activates youth, stagnation activates decay. Your body is programmable, and you're the programmer. When you train with intensity, when you feel your heart pounding and your breath burning, that's not a sign of weakness. That's life roaring inside you again. You're never meant to move carefully through this world. You were meant to test your limits, to struggle, to grow stronger through pain. The human body thrives on challenge. We evolved to run, to lift, to climb, to fight for survival. But in the modern world, survival is easy. You can sit all day and still live, but that's not living, that's existing. The harsh reality is that aging isn't something that just happens. It's something you allow. The older you get, the more deliberate you have to be about movement. You can't let your body run on autopilot, because autopilot means decline. You've got to fight gravity every single day. You've got to fight comfort, because comfort is where your potential goes to die. The couch will steal your youth faster than time ever could. Every time you move with purpose, you send your body a clear message: I'm not done yet. That's what keeps you young. Not creams, not pills, not wishful thinking. Movement. When you challenge your muscles, your heart, your lungs, your mind, they respond by rebuilding stronger than before. The soreness you feel after a hard workout isn't pain. It's proof that you're alive, that your body still has more to give. And let's be honest, this isn't about looks. It's not about chasing the illusion of youth. It's about feeling alive again. There's a fire that only movement can ignite. When you lift something heavy, when you push your limits, when you choose effort over ease, that's when you reconnect with who you really are. You remember that you're not fragile. You're forged. You were built to evolve. The people who age the fastest are the ones who stop challenging themselves. You see it everywhere. They slow down not because they have to, but because they believe that's what aging means. But look at the ones who never stop training. The ones who still lift, still move, still grind. They're the proof that time isn't the master, discipline is. Their energy, their focus, their drive, it doesn't come from genetics. It comes from refusing to stagnate. When you stagnate, your world shrinks. You move less, think less, dream less. Your body reacts to that. It starts conserving energy, breaking down muscle, reducing hormone levels. all because it assumes you don't need them anymore. But when you give it resistance, when you pick up weight and demand more, your body adapts. It produces what you need to survive the challenge. It grows stronger because you chose to get stronger. That's the formula: stress plus recovery equals growth. Without that, there's only decline. Most people never realize this until it's too late. They wake up one day feeling tired, sore, broken, and they think, that's just age. But that's not age, that's the result of inactivity. The beauty of it all is that it's reversible. You can start at any age and your body will respond. You can be 40, 50, 60. It doesn't matter. If you move with intention, if you lift, stretch, and push, your body will adapt to whatever you demand from it. That's not theory. That's biology. Every single day is an opportunity to teach your body what kind of life you're living. Are you living a life of decline or a life of progress? Because your body will follow either way. You choose the direction. If you move like you're young, if you train like you're strong, if you treat every workout like a statement of defiance against time, your body responds with youth. You have to understand, aging gracefully doesn't mean slowing down. It means leveling up. It means becoming stronger, sharper, more focused than you were before. You don't lose your youth, you evolve it. You turn it into wisdom backed by power. The people who refuse to stagnate aren't denying their age. They're redefining it. They're living proof that strength doesn't have an expiration date. So stop letting the calendar tell you who you are. Stop using age as an excuse to hold back. The truth is, every single rep you do, every drop of sweat you shed, every moment you choose effort over comfort, you're buying back time. You're telling your body that the fire isn't out yet. You're proving that youth isn't a phase, it's a mindset. Aging isn't the enemy. It's a mirror. It reflects the way you've lived. If you fill your days with movement, challenge, and growth, you'll see strength staring back at you. But if you fill them with stillness, comfort, and fear, you'll watch yourself fade. Don't let that happen. Don't let time convince you that your best days are behind you. They're not. They're waiting for you at the edge of discomfort, inside the next rep, beneath the weight you're afraid to lift. That's where life is. That's where youth lives. And the moment you understand that, the moment you decide to move, to fight, to refuse stagnation, that's the moment you stop aging and start evolving. Stress is the secret weapon. Use it. You've been taught your whole life to avoid it, to manage it, to calm it down like it's some toxic force that destroys you from the inside out. But what if I told you stress is not your enemy? It's your greatest tool for rebirth. What if the very thing you're running from is the only thing that can make you strong again? Your body was never designed for constant comfort. Comfort is decay in disguise. Every system in your body, your hormones, your metabolism, your immune response, your mental resilience, all of it evolved because of stress. Controlled, intentional, powerful stress. The kind that demands adaptation. The kind that forces growth. The kind that reminds your body you're still alive. See, science calls it hormesis, the biological principle that small, deliberate doses of stress make you stronger, tougher, younger, when you expose yourself to short bursts of intensity. Whether it's sprinting, cold exposure, or lifting heavy, your cells literally reprogram themselves to survive better. They adapt, they grow, they regenerate. Stress tells your body, we're in danger, upgrade now, and your body listens. It strengthens your mitochondria, increases your energy, sharpens your focus. It rebuilds you into a more resilient version of yourself. You've got to understand something deep here. Comfort kills capability. The world has convinced you that peace comes from ease, that safety comes from staying still. But the truth is, everything alive grows under pressure. The tree grows against the wind. The diamond forms under heat. The muscle grows under load. You're no different. Your body, your mind, your spirit, they all require resistance to evolve. When you avoid struggle, you avoid progress. When you eliminate stress, you eliminate growth. Look at what happens when you push your limits. Take high intensity interval training, for example. You sprint, your lungs burn, your heart pounds, and your body screams for relief. But that's not pain. That's transformation in real time. That's your nervous system upgrading, your cells multiplying mitochondria, your blood vessels expanding, your oxygen capacity increasing. You're not destroying yourself. You're rebuilding yourself stronger than you were before. The pain is the signal of growth. It's your body saying, we're adapting to handle this better next time. Cold exposure is another perfect example. The moment you step into freezing water, your body goes into shock. Your heart rate spikes, your breath shortens, your instincts tell you to escape. But if you stay, if you breathe through it, something magical happens. Your blood vessels contract and then reopen stronger. Your body releases norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter that floods your system with alertness and focus. Your immune system strengthens, inflammation drops, your mood elevates. You walk out of that cold knowing you conquered something ancient. It's not just physical, it's primal. You rewired your brain to handle adversity. That's the power of controlled stress. The secret isn't in avoiding stress, it's in choosing your stress. You can either let the chaos of life break you, or you can deliberately create challenges that build you. You decide whether stress becomes poison or power. The stress of growth, of discipline, of pushing through resistance, that's the kind that saves you. It's not the same as the stress that drains you because you're stuck, passive, or fearful. Productive stress has purpose. It shapes you. It's intentional. It's where discipline is born. The truth is, your body doesn't grow in comfort zones. You think peace comes from stillness, but peace actually comes from mastery, from knowing you can face anything and endure. The only way you earn that kind of peace is through pressure. Every time you put yourself in the fire, every hard workout, every cold plunge, every set that makes your muscles tremble, you're teaching yourself to stay calm inside the storm. You're training your nervous system to adapt to chaos. That's not stress management. That's stress mastery. It's not easy, but it's simple. Your body speaks in adaptation, doesn't care about your excuses, your comfort, or your fear. It only responds to stimulus. Give it resistance, it builds. Give it stillness, it decays. When you push your limits, when you willingly step into discomfort, you flip a biological switch that keeps you young. Your cells repair faster, your heart grows stronger, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin in new rhythms. You start to feel alive again because you're living the way humans were meant to live. Under challenge, not under shelter. The craziest part is that people who consistently expose themselves to controlled stress, like exercise, fasting, cold exposure, or breath work, actually live longer and age slower. That's not motivation, that's data. Their DNA literally repairs itself more efficiently. Their telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of their chromosomes, shorten more slowly. That means their cells age slower. Think about that. The people who step into discomfort are reversing aging on a cellular level. Meanwhile, the ones chasing comfort are accelerating decay. That's how powerful the right kind of stress is. But let's be real, the hardest part isn't the science. It's the discipline to keep showing up. When you wake up tired, when your mind says, not today, when your body begs for rest, that's when it matters most. Because that's when you're training something deeper than muscle or endurance. You're training your mind to lead. You're building resilience, grit, and dominance over your own weakness. And that mindset doesn't just make you physically stronger, it makes you unstoppable in every area of life. Stress is a teacher. It's a mirror. It shows you exactly who you are when things get uncomfortable. And most people don't like that reflection, so they run from it. But those who face it, those who stay in the fight, they come out sharper, hungrier, and more alive than ever before. They understand that the burn isn't punishment, it's progress. The cold isn't suffering, it's awakening. The fatigue isn't failure, it's transformation. You can't grow without friction. You can't strengthen steel without fire. You can't become your ultimate self without pressure. The sooner you stop fearing stress and start embracing it, the sooner you'll realize that it's the most powerful force for renewal that exists. When you use stress intentionally, it doesn't break you. It builds you. It cleanses your system. It clears your mind. It renews your body. It reminds you of your capability. Every time you walk into a hard workout, every time you expose yourself to the cold, every time you say yes to challenge when everything inside you says no, you're reprogramming your biology to handle more, to recover faster, to fight harder. You're teaching your body to adapt to life instead of collapse under it. That's how you reverse aging. That's how you regain control. You stop running from discomfort and start running toward it. Think about what happens to the person who does this consistently. Over time, their mind becomes a fortress. Stress doesn't scare them anymore because they've trained for it. They've built their systems through exposure, through pressure, through action. They don't crumble when life hits hard. They rise because they've conditioned themselves to see struggle as fuel, not as failure. That's what separates the strong from the weak, not genetics, not luck, exposure, the willingness to step into the discomfort that others avoid, to do what others won't, to face what others fear. That's how you become unshakable. That's how you turn stress into strength. So when you feel that burn, when your lungs scream, when your body shakes, don't run from it. Smile. That's life speaking to you. That's your body evolving. That's the exact moment your old self starts to die and your new self starts to rise. You're not breaking down. You're breaking through. You're not getting weaker. You're becoming bulletproof. Stress is not the villain. It's the sculptor. It's the silent architect that rebuilds you every time you refuse to quit. You can let it crush you or you can let it carve you. The choice is yours. But know this, the people who look unstoppable, the ones who seem to defy time, they didn't avoid stress, they used it. They harnessed it. They turned pressure into progress. So stop hiding from the heat. Step into it. Control it. Let it forge you into someone unrecognizable to your past self. Because when you master stress, when you learn to use it, instead of fear it, you don't just reverse aging. You reverse weakness. You reverse limitation. You become what stress always wanted you to become, unstoppable. Your body doesn't age. It adapts to your habits. That's the truth that most people never want to face because it means every choice, every action, every lazy day, and every disciplined moment is either teaching your body to grow or teaching it to decay. Aging isn't this mysterious enemy sneaking up on you in the dark. It's not some switch that flips at 30 or 40 or 50. It's a mirror reflecting the way you've been living. Your body listens to your habits louder than it listens to your thoughts. You can't speak youth into existence. You have to live it, breathe it, move like it, act like it. The moment you stop giving your body a reason to stay strong, it learns to be weak. The moment you stop demanding energy, it learns fatigue. The moment you stop striving for power, it settles for decline. That's how adaptation works. You get what you train for, even if what you're training for is nothing. Your body's a feedback machine. It's constantly adjusting to whatever stimulus you provide. Sit all day, and it learns to be efficient at sitting. Stop using your legs, and they shrink. Stop using your lungs, and they lose capacity. Stop testing your limits, and your limits close and around you until you believe they're permanent. But if you choose differently, if you decide to move, to lift, to challenge your comfort zone, your body will respond like it always has by adapting, rebuilding, and coming back stronger. The human body is the most advanced piece of technology on Earth. It was built to evolve under pressure, to grow through resistance, to renew itself through effort. And yet most people spend their lives sending it the wrong instructions. Every time you move with purpose, you tell your body, keep this system alive. That's why people who walk daily, who lift weights, who push their limits, seem to defy age. They're not lucky. They're consistent. They've taught their bodies to maintain muscle, to preserve energy, to regenerate faster. On the other hand, the ones who stop moving, stop eating well, stop caring, they accelerate aging with every passing day. It's not about genetics. It's about patterns. Science proves that your genes are only blueprints. The builders are your daily habits. They decide whether you create a masterpiece or let the structure crumble. When you understand this, everything changes. You stop blaming time, you stop fearing birthdays, and you start realizing you're in control of how you age. You don't need magic pills or anti-aging creams. You need to move like a person who still believes in their potential. You need to feed your body like you respect it, rest it like you value it, and challenge it like you're not done yet. That's the real secret. The human body doesn't know how old you are. It only knows what you demand from it. If you demand strength, it builds it. If you demand endurance, it develops it. If you demand nothing, it gives you exactly that nothing. Think about it. Look at the 70-year-old who runs marathons, the 60-year-old who lifts heavier than people half their age, the 50-year-old with the energy of someone in their 20s. They're living proof that your body reflects your habits, not your years. They didn't stumble into vitality by accident. They earned it through repetition, through commitment, through choosing movement over stillness every single day. They didn't wait to feel motivated. They built discipline until it became instinct. Their bodies adapted to that lifestyle of effort and refused to decay. Adaptation works both ways. Your body can adapt to strength or weakness, energy or fatigue, sharpness or dullness. It's neutral. It doesn't judge. It just obeys. The question is, what are you commanding it to do? Because every skipped workout, every night of poor sleep, every day of mindless sitting is an instruction. Slow down, break down, weaken, and your body listens. But so does every early morning lift, every stretch, every cold shower, every moment of discipline. That's the beauty of it. You're always one decision away from sending a new message. You can reprogram your biology through consistency. This isn't just motivational talk, it's backed by science. Studies show that people who maintain strength training, mobility, and cardiovascular work into older age have cells that function like those of younger individuals. Their DNA literally responds to their behavior. The process is called epigenetic modification, meaning your habits influence which genes get activated or silenced. You can literally turn on the genes for longevity and turn off the ones for decline just by how you live. Every time you push yourself through resistance, every time you challenge your limits, you're rewriting your biological code. You're teaching your body that it's still required to grow, to fight, to survive. But most people stop teaching. They let their bodies forget. They get comfortable. They slow down, and they think that's just what happens when you get older. No, that's what happens when you stop demanding more from yourself. Your body doesn't forget how to be strong. You forget how to ask for it. You stop showing up, and your body responds in kind. The decline isn't caused by age. It's caused by neglect. The most dangerous lie society sells you is that aging is a slow fade that can't be reversed, that you're supposed to feel tired, weak, achy, and done after a certain age. But that's not biology. That's conditioning. You're surrounded by people who stopped trying, who accepted decline as fate. So you think that's normal? It's not. The real normal is growth. The real normal is renewal. The real normal is the body constantly adapting to the challenge you give it. So what if you started treating your body like it was still learning, still capable, still young at its core? Because it is. You'd eat with intention, not indulgence. You'd move every day, not when it's convenient. You'd lift, stretch, sprint, breathe deeply, recover fully. You'd live like someone who believes in momentum, not maintenance. And that's how you'd reverse aging, by teaching your body that it's still needed, still relevant, still in the game. You've got to realize that time doesn't define decline. Repetition does. The things you repeat shape the person you become. Every single habit, no matter how small, compounds. You either build resilience or you build rust. The choice is yours. You want more energy. Move more. You want stronger muscles. Challenge them. You want sharper focus. Train your brain through effort and consistency. The process is simple. What you do, you become. Your habits are the architects of your future. And the truth is, your body is always keeping score. It remembers how you treat it. You can't fake strength. You can't cheat health. You can't shortcut adaptation. If you feed your body junk, drown it in stress, and neglect movement, it's going to reflect that neglect. Right. But if you feed it clean fuel, give it sunlight, push it through resistance, and allow it to recover, it rewards you with clarity, energy, and longevity. That's the trade. You don't get to stay young by wishing for it. You earn it by living for it. The people who refuse to let their habits decline never truly get old. Sure, their faces change, their hair grays, but their energy, that unstoppable, unshakable drive, stays alive. You can feel it when they walk in the room. They've built it brick by brick through years of discipline. They've outtrained time. And that's what you can do too. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up day after day and teaching your body that you're not done growing. So don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for your body to feel ready, because it never will until you make it. The moment you start moving again, the moment you take control of your habits, your body will wake up like it's been waiting for your command. It will respond faster than you think, because it's not broken. It's just been idle. It's waiting for your direction. Your body doesn't age, it adapts. And if you're adapting to weakness, you can reverse it, you can rebuild, you can change everything starting today. But it takes effort. Daily effort, real effort, the kind that challenges you. That's the price for youth, for energy, for strength. And it's worth every drop of sweat, every second of struggle, every ounce of discomfort. Because when you look in the mirror months from now and see a version of yourself that looks stronger, moves faster, and feels unstoppable, you'll realize it was never time that made you old. It was your habits. And the moment you changed them, you changed your life. So stop letting your habits steal your power. Stop telling yourself it's too late. Start building the life, the body, the energy you want one day at a time, because the truth is, the body you want is already inside you. The youth you think you've lost isn't gone. It's waiting for the right signals. Teach your body what to become. Live like someone who's not fading, but rising. Move like someone who refuses to let comfort win, because the moment you decide to live that way, the moment you choose strength over stillness, you'll understand what real anti-aging means. You'll realize you were never getting old. You were just adapting to the wrong habits. And now you're ready to rewrite that story.